Hi, friend, and welcome back to Elevate with Erica. So, I want to start today a little differently. No big hype, no big promises of what you're going to walk away with. No, this is the year that everything changes energy. Just some honesty. And I hope that that's what you feel from me with this episode, because if I'm being real, 2025 overwhelmed me a little bit. Not because everything went wrong. Actually, I'll reserve that for 2023 and 2024, but because I kept putting more and more on myself. It's like I was trying to rush out of the struggle that 2023 and 2024 brought me, trying to force success and force joy. And I told myself that I could handle it. I told myself that it would all pay off. I told myself that doing more would eventually feel like peace. And instead, it felt heavy. So if you're listening to this right now, feeling a little tired or foggy or quietly burned out, even if your life looks really good on paper, this episode is for you. Because I think there's this unspoken pressure at the end of every year to package it all up neatly, to say, this year taught me so much, or I grew in all the right ways, or I'm ready to crush next year, or I'm ready to crush next week, right? Like this is going to be the best Christmas for my family, because I know this is coming out the Monday of Christmas week. But the truth for me is 2025 didn't really feel neat. It felt like constant reaching, constantly trying to optimize, constantly asking myself, what else can I add? And it became another commitment and another goal and another responsibility and another version of success that I'm supposed to want, right? Because I'm watching these other incredible women that I follow online to inspire me, but I allowed it to take me out of alignment with myself and what success means to me. And what I realized painfully is that trying to force joy and success and momentum actually pushed them farther away from me. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a few things in my life that I love. And the reason why I needed to simplify is because it was everything that I tried to say yes to is pulling me from the things that I actually love and that I actually know can be very fruitful for me and my family, right? Like I absolutely love doing this podcast. I absolutely love showing up authentically online and creating conversations with people where we both heal through that conversation. And I absolutely love the blessing that is my Make Wellness natural peptide business. But I was adding on so much more to those things, and it was pulling me away from those three things, right? So instead of feeling fulfilled, I felt kind of scattered. Instead of feeling grateful, I felt rushed. Instead of feeling present, I felt behind. And I know that I'm not alone in that. So one of the biggest realizations I'm walking out of 2025 with is this: trying to do everything doesn't make you successful. It makes you disconnected. And that is how I felt in 2025. Disconnected from my body, disconnected from relationships, disconnected from who I really am, and also a little bit disconnected from God. And I thought that if I could just stay disciplined enough, motivated enough, focused enough, that everything would just click. Eventually, one day I'm going to wake up tomorrow and it's just going to click, right? But what actually brought me back to myself was doing less. And that's something I've shared about on this podcast that I started doing about 3/4 of the way through the year when I realized I had said yes to too many things. I was trying to rush success, trying to rush the debt that I took on in 2023 and 2024 with those challenges. Choosing the things that bring me joy, choosing the things that I do well, they all kind of went to the wayside. Giving those things my energy instead of spreading myself thin, trying to prove something is what I'm looking to do. So this year taught me that abundance doesn't come from forcing. You can't force abundance. I tried really hard this year. Instead, abundance comes from alignment. And recently I did a journaling exercise that really stopped me in my tracks and lit me up from the inside. and it's from the Manifest Big in 2026 journal by Graham. He has the Drunk Astrology brand and Instagram page, and I kind of happened behind. I happened on him when I did the dance program through the Body platform. He was in the cast, and I just loved his energy. And so happens that he is like my favorite astrologer. And ever since then, I've just supported him, his page, and his business, and purchased this journal as soon as he published and made it available on Amazon. So I highly recommend it. I will link it in my in my show notes as well. I'll link his Instagram and the journal in my show notes. It's a lot more detailed than the one simple activity I'm going to share with you today, and it is going to be priceless. That journal is going to be so priceless for your 2026. It's been one of the best purchases that I've ever made at the end of the year. You know, we're all grabbing all of these journals and thinking we're going to start fresh, and this is the year I actually finish this journal, you know. But this is a journal outside of my driver's seat journal, which I also have, and that is linked in the show notes, that I know I will actually finish. I'm already 25% of the way through this thing. So this exercise, though, that I'm going to share with you today is simple but powerful. So I want you to imagine yourself waking up on December 31st, 2026, and the future version of you reflects on the year and asks, what made this the best year of my life? December 31st, 2026, asking yourself, what made this the best year of my life? And the key here is you don't overthink it. You don't make it sound impressive. You don't curate it for anyone else. You just write whatever comes next. The silly thing, the big things. I wrote like 30 things down. One of the things, I'm going to share a few with you here today, just to help you get your mind going as well. The very first thing I wrote down actually is I want to start dating myself again. And the moment I wrote it, I knew exactly what I meant. I used to take myself to the movies. I used to take myself out to eat. I used to do things simply because I enjoyed them. Somewhere along the way, I stopped that. Not because my life got bad, but because it got full. And sometimes what I mean by that word full is that it even became full of the emotions that I was carrying, full of the feelings that I was carrying, the resentment that I was carrying. Sometimes carrying that stuff alone makes your life feel full. I love doing things with my husband. I love experiencing things with him, but I realized that when he would go do things that he enjoyed, golfing, trips, hobbies, whatever, I felt resentful and lost. Like I didn't know what to do with myself because I had put the things I like to do on hold because I wanted to instead have all of my experiences be with him because I love doing things together so much. And I know this is going to make sense to someone. I felt resentful and lost because he continued to do the things that he likes to do on his own. And I wouldn't know what to do with myself when he wasn't with me. And that resentment isn't because of him. It's because I abandoned myself, right? I stopped being in a relationship with me. And I think so many women do this. We pour into our marriages and our kids and our work, and then we wonder why we feel disconnected. And one of my intentions for 2026 is simple, and that's to date myself again. And I want you to ask yourself, when was the last time you chose yourself without guilt? And another thing I wrote, when I wake up on December 31st, 2026, I want to be able to say, I embraced who I am. I embraced her. Now, that doesn't mean that I stopped growing. That's not what I mean by that. It means that I stopped forcing myself into seasons that didn't fit. I stopped rushing my pace. I stopped apologizing for my wiring. I stopped trying to become someone else's version of success. Now, there's a difference between growth and self-betrayal, right? And 2026 for me is about growing without abandoning who I am. So I want you to ask yourself, where have you been pushing when you actually needed permission to pause? Where have you been pushing when you actually needed permission to pause? I could have used that question in about March, April of this year. But hey, we're going to do better for 2026. Let's get to the third thing that I want to share with you today. Again, this is like number 3 out of 30, but I'm only going to share a few with you here today. I wrote, my marriage is solid, fun, and growing. I didn't write that it is perfect or easy, but just connected. And I realized this year that being busy and productive doesn't impress the people you love. Presence does. Fun does. Choosing each other, even in the small ways, does. Choosing each other does. I don't want a marriage that survives my schedule. I want one that's nurtured by my choices. And maybe for you, this isn't about marriage. Maybe it's your kids or your friendships or your family, but the question still remains the same. Because I could definitely apply this to my friendships in 2025 too. I didn't water any of them. Where can you choose connection over performance? And the next one I want to share with you. I am not desperate to be liked or loved. That doesn't mean that I don't care about people. It means I stop contorting myself to earn belonging. Now, this is something strange about me that I'm still sorting through in my mind. I actually feel like I don't show up inauthentically through social media. But in person, I feel like I have more of a tendency to contort myself to earn belonging. I I want to be able to say that I speak up when I have something to say. I don't invalidate my feelings, my emotions, my thoughts. I set boundaries. I demand respect. And I let people misunderstand me. And I'm okay with that. And there is so much peace on the other side of no longer trying to manage everyone else's perception of you. So ask yourself, what would you stop doing if you trusted that you don't have to earn your worth? What would you stop doing? And maybe it's like you would stop being so silent. Maybe it's that you would actually use your voice more. Or maybe it's like going out, staying out, drinking too much with your friends. Maybe that's a thing, right? This could be anywhere. What would you stop doing if you trusted that you don't have to earn your worth? The next thing I want to share with you, and the last thing that I'm going to share from my 30, I wrote, I am kind, I am patient, present, and I'm learning to love like Jesus. I don't want a louder life in 2026. I want a deeper one. I want a more fulfilled one. I want an abundant one, but I want to move slower. I want to react less. I want to love deeper. I want my life to reflect faith, not just talking about it. So as you close out this year, I want to invite you to do this exercise too. I want to invite you to take 5 minutes. Imagine it's December 31st, 2026. Let that future version of you speak. Don't edit her. Don't judge her. Don't make her impressive. Just let her be honest. 2025 didn't fail you. It clarified you. Every win showed you what works. Every loss showed you what doesn't. Every hard moment pointed you toward what actually matters. You don't have to force 2026. You're allowed to walk into it lighter and wiser and more yourself. And if no one has told you this yet, you don't have to do it all to have it all. Let me just say that one more time. You don't have to do it all to have it all. I am so proud of you for making it through this year. And I can't wait to see what unfolds when you choose alignment over overload. If you want to share any of yours with me that you take away from this prompt I gave you today, please shoot me a DM. I love chatting with you guys. I would love to see what you're planning to say to yourself on December 31st. 2026. And if you know someone who could benefit from this episode, who would love this episode, please send it to them or please share it on your social media and tag me so I can love on you too. I will see you guys next year. Until next episode, friends. E. Hey there, friends. I'm excited to share something that's been a game changer for my health and wellness journey. Like we have elevated, friends. Make Wellness Bioactive Precision Peptides. Now, if you're wondering, what are bioactive peptides? Let me break it down for you. These are the cutting edge supplements designed to support your body from the inside out. And we are the first company to introduce bioactive precision peptides to the market. They are totally sourced from nature, which is why they don't have to be injected like synthetic peptides. Because they are sourced from nature, they can survive in the digestive tract and work their magic. Seriously, it feels like magic. So whether you're looking to improve your energy, tackle your to-dos like a ninja with better focus, get better sleep, build more lean muscle mass, lose fat, promote radiant skin, or just feel your absolute best overall, then these peptides are going to help you level up. Here's the best part. Make Wellness takes the guesswork out of supplementation. Their formulas are backed by science and precision crafted to give you exactly what your body needs. No fluff, no fillers, just real results. Backed by billions of dollars in research and over 9 years in human clinical trials. And guess what? You can grab these life-enhancing peptides directly through me. To learn more or place an order, just head to the link in the show notes or to my Instagram channel, Peptides Restock, where I'm giving you the inside scoop on all the products, restocks, and the amazing testimonials coming in daily. I'll guide you through the options and help you choose what fits your goals best. Head over to my Instagram at Miss Erica Renee and click on that Peptides Restock channel. Let's elevate together with Make Wellness because you deserve to feel unstoppable. So don't wait. Reach out today and let's start this journey toward a stronger, healthier, elevated you.